Yo, my bed is so squeaky. It was never this squeaky. It's fine.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
Hello.
What the fuck?
It's been a long time.
A very long time.
We were just talking about how it's been like 5 months.
No, actually.
I'm about to be 25.
Same. People talk about 25. Just how, like, they talk about 18 and, like, 21. Like, you're grown. But it's also, like, I don't know.
I don't feel grown. I'm literally a kid at heart. Like, I will always be a kid at heart. I'm about to be off my parents' insurance, though, and I'm so sad because they have way better insurance than what my son has. So
I think Callie has the same health insurance as Romy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that good, but, like, it does the job.
Right. It is what it is for now. We good over here.
It's fine. But anyway, if you don't remember, my name is Janni.
And I'm Rach.
And this is a Young MILF podcast. And we are back. Like I said, it's been a long time. But
very long time.
We are excited to come back into this and just talk. I feel like I need these talks to, like, live my life. And we don't have them anymore.
No, I know. But that's because life has been lifing. Like,
yeah.
Definitely. And I feel like when lifes?
When life lifes,
it just
lives.
It just lives. Like, you can't do anything about it. Like, y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like,
Keenan's probably in the next room.
No, I know. No, I can see his face right now. He can definitely hear us. He probably thinks I'm so dumb right now. It's fine. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. It just takes over, and sometimes you're not able to maybe do the things that you had intentions on or, like, planned on doing, and, like, that's fine. But
and that's totally fine. Sometimes it's harder to even just do, like, the basic things sometimes.
And it's also hard not to feel guilty about it, too. You know what I mean? I, like, try to tell myself, I'm like, okay, like, this is happening for a reason, obviously. I'm gonna take a step back, like, relax, like, we'll get back into it. But I think it's just a normal human thing.
Yeah.
You know?
I, unfortunately, am going through, like, one of the worst human things, which is, like, loss.
Mm-hmm.
It was a month ago.
Very fresh.
About a month ago that my brother passed away. So life is definitely lifing every day. It's just very difficult.
The important thing is, though, is that you're taking it one day at a time, and you have so many people around you who love you and care about you. I mean, when I tell you guys, from my experience being around Johnny's family and friends, I honestly, like, was taken back by how much love I saw in every room that I entered, like, when that had happened. So, like, I was like, wow. Like, because I've had a lot of loss in my family, and when I tell you, I've never walked into a room or wherever, and after that had happened, and saw that many people. So
many people.
I think that is so amazing for you and your family, and I feel like it also is definitely probably the biggest help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know how to express how, like, grateful I am for, like, so many people and, like, so many things that are just happening for my family, just by the fact that people have love for, like, either my brother or just, like, my dad or me or my sister, like, just the family and like, in whole. Like, I'm a country fan now, like, country music fan, because my brother loved country, and, like, someone literally bought me, my sister, my mom, my dad, and my 2 cousins all tickets to go see Luke Combs at the Lincoln Financial Center, and it was fucking amazing. And we did have, like, a 3-hour rain delay, but we stuck it out. We ate food, we ran through, we were standing in the rain, like, it was lightning, who cares?
Yeah.
And eventually they, like, let us out, and it was so beautiful, and I loved it. I'm so happy I got to experience that, like, also with my family. We all wore shirts with his face on it.
That's amazing. And also, like, what was the story behind the concert? I know your cousin did she buy tickets, or did she, like was planning to buy tickets for her and Nate?
Yeah, so she was talking to my brother probably, like, a week or so before his passing, and he was talking about wanting to go see Luke Combs because he was going to Philly, and they were talking about going together, and she actually went and bought tickets, floor seats, for him and her to go see Luke Combs, and she never told him, like, he never found out, and my dad told everyone about this at his service, and someone was like, here you go, like, you know.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, and it's just crazy that people are so giving. Someone really did that for so many, there were 6 of us,
Right, that's a lot.
It was crazy.
But that just proves, like, you guys have so much support behind you.
Yeah. Someone gave us their cabin in the woods. They had 100 acres of land. They had ATVs, and they had a bunch of trails that they had made, and we were just riding around, like,
oh my God.
It was just so, oh my God. I, like, literally was like, I want everyone I know to come here. And it was, like, it was really emotional at times because, like, my brother actually had gone and done this before we did. And he told us, he came back and he was like, I want y'all to go up there. Like, we have to do this together. And me and my sister, like, you're on the trail. And she was like, we would have had so much fun.
Literally.
And it's just so, I'm literally about, like, holding back tears right now, but.
If you gotta let it out, let it out. It's okay.
I know.
It's
just, like, space. So sad.
I know. And it's gonna be sad for a long time. But, I mean, speaking of that, what was it, lake house, right? Or mountain house.
Yeah.
This girl scared the life out of me because she left her phone at her house.
Oh, yeah. I scared a lot of people because I think it was like a couple days after my brother's funeral, we had went to the mountains, and this was accidental, but honestly I think it was for a reason.
Meant to be, yeah.
I think it was very much meant to be. Mm-hmm. But I forgot my phone at home. Like, completely forgot my phone at home. I knew exactly where it was on my desk. We were probably like 5 minutes away from my house, and I told my parents, I was like, I think I forgot my phone. They're like, oh yeah? Pulled out of Starbucks, went straight out of the turnpike. I was like, oh, I guess my phone is at home. And
they
I was
like, listen,
oh well. Care. I was like, it's only a few days. Like, I'm not, like, who, like, at the end of the day, like, that's probably what's best. Like, that's what I was thinking. So I was like, who cares? Like,
you were
whatever.
definitely probably able to be more in the moment and, like, not so, because honestly, being on your phone, I know for me personally, especially when I'm sad about something, I just try to, like, absorb myself into this. And, like, kind of make it feel like everything else is, like, just gonna go away if I'm, like, scrolling on TikTok or some shit. Like, that's a real feeling for me. I don't know about anybody else. Definitely. But I realized it. I was like, oh, okay, wait. I have to stop doing that because that's not healthy. So, it was definitely for a reason that your phone was left there and you were able to just enjoy your time with your family and, like, really take it all in and, like, make it, like, a great memory.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, even after that experience, like, being on my phone now, like, I've realized when I'm on it too long. Like, I don't even like scrolling through social media, especially when I am in that state of, like, just sadness or just, like, we experience so many things throughout the day. So, you know, whether that's feeling insecure about something, whether that's just, like, down and out about, like, having no money, and, like, you know, you go through social media and they're at the club, they're on the boats, they're out on vacation, like,
bands,
it's the summertime, like, everybody's out here, and you're like, I can't even afford to, like, put gas in my car, like, and I don't think we realize, because people are, like, so used to consuming that as, like, the usual thing, that people are only showing that. They're not showing when they can't afford to put gas in their car. Do you know what happened after the club? They probably couldn't even afford the Uber home.
Probably not.
You know what I mean?
They probably walk their asses
and
home.
I'm not saying that's, like, everybody, but the reality is, like,
the majority of people.
average person is honestly, like, struggling, and, like, not saying, like, everyone's, like, oh, like, depressed about it. Like, it's just, like, you know, they live with it, and that's just, like, the average person. Like, and that's everybody.
Right, and especially for the time we're in. I was literally just having this conversation with my parents about how the time we're in right now, like, especially financially, for what the minimum wage is right now, and then compared to a one-bedroom apartment being, like, $1,800 a month, they have lost their marbles. Like, actually, like, gone. Like, I just will never understand what's happening right now.
Like, not even, like, you don't even got a bedroom.
Did you see those new apartments up the street? I was checking online at those prices, and it's actually insane. A one-bedroom, I think, is, like, $2,300. And I'm like, what?
Here?
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, you're tripping.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Those are, like, city prices. And now even the city isn't even crazier,
It's crazy. But the craziest thing is that, like, you're gonna see people move in there. I see people already moving into those new apartments, but and then I see their cars in the parking lot, and it's like Bentleys and, like, fucking all this. I'm like, where we're located, you just wouldn't expect those prices, and there's people moving in there, and, like, some people aren't gonna be moving in there, or, like, even having a thought about paying.
Some people
will
never be able to do that in their life.
No.
Like, that's, like, the average person. So, like, consuming any type of media is just, like, honestly, I think probably one of the most toxic things. Yeah. Especially after losing someone. Like, I realized, like, no money, no amount of, like, anything you possess will ever matter as much as, like, the connections that you have with people.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of it is real, and I think as much as, like, of course, like, social media has, like, its benefits and, like, how it's offered, you know, jobs to people and everything. Yeah. Sure, there is that really negative side to it where you can get stuck in, like, a loop almost, and it's like you just have to be able to make sure you take your time away and try not to fall into that cycle. I mean, I don't know about you, but I get those notifications on my phone. I think it's like every Sunday where it tells me, like, my average. When this shit said 8 hours a day, I said no fucking way.
Mine definitely is that.
Because I'm like, and then I think back and I'm like, I guess it adds up because as far as my routine goes, like, I'm up with Callie in the morning and while she's eating breakfast, I'm scrolling. I clean her up. While she's playing, I'm scrolling. And I'm like, fuck, like, I feel bad now because, like, I'm not even, like, in the moment with her sometimes. And I get it. It's, like, you know, it's an everyday thing. But, like, I'm like, my phone is just, like, attached to me.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, but I think I definitely do it to distract myself. And I feel like if you're able to realize you're scrolling for that reason, like, just to, like, get away from, like, the world around you, then, like, it's definitely time for a little hiatus. Definitely.
Yeah. I also think it's kind of uncomfortable to get away from your phone because you're just, like, so used to, like, did I say uncomfortable? Did I say that?
I think I'm like, yeah.
Wait, what did I say? Sometimes it's uncomfortable to, like, not be on your phone because that means you have to, like, be present in the world. And I don't know what it is. Like, sometimes that's uncomfortable. Like, especially if you're someone who's, like, I don't know about you, but, like, I kind of, like, overthink
everything.
Life. Yeah. So I'm cleaning, like, my room, and I'm cleaning my room, like, in the world. Like, I'm just, like, it's, like, it's so, I don't know how to describe it.
I feel like I talked to you or somebody else about this before. Like, I used to do that a lot. Like, I do it now, but, like, especially when I was little, and, like, when I got to the point of, like, I'm here.
Like a person.
And, like, I'm a person. Like, I'd be in the car sitting, and I'm like, I'm a person in the car. The car is driving, and I'm just sitting in it.
On
like,
the road.
Like, I'm present. Like, I'm real. Like, that kind of feeling. It was almost, like, really scary because I'm in my own mind, and everybody else is in their own mind. Like, it was, like, that kind of thing. Yeah. So, I think when you start thinking about that, like, it kind of makes me a little anxious.
Yeah. Because
it ties in, like, with my social anxiety as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, okay, I have nothing to, like, look like I'm doing anything. Like, I probably looks like a weirdo right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be like on my calculator.
I don't think I've ever done that.
See? You've never done that? Like you're walking past a group of people and you're, like, acting like you're, like, texting or some shit.
I go to my calendar.
No, that's what I'm fucking saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not just me. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's not just me. But, it makes you, like, this little screen, like, makes you just go away for a second. If you don't have it, you're forced to be present, and you're forced to, like, actually make eye contact with people. And then, like, I'm just like, I don't want to do this.
No, literally. I was in high school and I used to sit with, like, a group of guys.
Yeah.
And for a very long time, I did not speak to them. I would just be on my phone. And then one day, they're like, Johnny, why are you so quiet? And I was like,
bro, I feel you.
I was like, I don't know. They're like, you never talk to us, but you sit here every day.
Wait, so you would just sit at the table every day?
I knew them, but, like, I would just sit there and just not say anything and scroll through my phone.
Yeah.
But eventually I did, like, you know, start, like, talking to them, and, like, you know, we would have, like, really funny conversations, stuff like that. So it's just, like, sometimes you're missing out
literally
on, like, life itself as you're, like, in your phone. Because, like, that's not even, like, real life. Like, it's literally, like, an object. It wasn't even invented, like, when we were, like, children.
No, like, literally.
When we were kids, what they have, the fucking Palm Pilot? Like, there was no, like, and your phone didn't have, like, you couldn't FaceTime, like.
I miss when, like, I was a kid and I didn't have any type of technology, and I would just be in my room, like, doing things to have fun. Like, I would just, like, come up with random shit, and, like, because I'm in the moment. Like, you know what I mean? I always have this weird, like, I miss that part of my life, because I was just there, and, like, I was just doing stuff, and, like, having fun doing it.
Yeah. I was always, like, making things. But I had that thought recently also. We had new windows in my house, so they took, like, the blinds off, and my mom's like, okay, put the blinds back on. And I was like, honestly, I was on Pinterest, and I was looking, and I kind of want to make my own, like, beaded curtains.
I love that, because you're good at that beading stuff.
And I was like, I kind of want to do that. So that's going to be, like, something I'm just going to do just for fun. Like, you know, when I'm not, like, editing or, like, even, like, when I'm sitting there with Romeo and he's, like, playing around the room, like, just, like, putting some beads on some strings so I can hang out. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something
I actually
fun.
love that. I think it's great to find, like, a hobby. And, like, that's the thing. Not even just one hobby. Like, different things to do. Like, we have such a long, like, lifespan of, like, okay, like, we can't just be stuck doing one thing. Like, I want to learn how to do this, and that.
Right.
Like, I want to read all these books on this, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, even though, like, I'm not, like, a big person on, like, college or school, like, I still want to, like, learn. Yeah, I still want to have knowledge about certain things that, like, maybe somebody else doesn't. Like, I think that's where you're able to, like, shift your focus and, like, you know, it kind of helps you. I'm not saying, like, it helps you be distracted per se, but it helps you, like, you know, keep your mind going, I guess. Yeah.
It's also, like, when you know more, like, I feel like that makes life more exciting in a way.
And interesting.
Yeah, definitely more interesting because, like, just imagine, like, the things in life right now that you have no idea about.
Bro,
like,
exactly. And then there's people out there who, like, know a lot that you don't know.
Even, for example, like, even just being moms, like, there's stuff that we know.
Oh my gosh,
that you walk to anybody else who does not have a kid and they will have no idea about it, like, at all. Or even just, like, pregnancy in itself. Like, for example, Anna's pregnant right now and she's 1 centimeter dilated. And I was asking her if her mucus plug came out. But if I asked a random fucking stranger, do you know what a mucus plug is?
They'd be like,
what the fuck is that? Is that, like, something that...
like, comes out your nose?
Yeah.
Like, or, like, your throat?
Yeah.
like,
they would have no idea what that is. And, like, I just think it's kind of cool sometimes, like, to be able to educate other people. Or, like, when people ask you questions, like, when you're, like, when they're a new mom or when they're pregnant, like, they get to come to you and, like, ask you about, you know, stuff that you did, or, like, people post on their stories, like, yo, any moms experience this? Like, how did you deal with that? Like, I think that's so cool. I feel like, to be a part of that community, being able to, like, share your knowledge and stuff like that. My kid recently had croup, which I had no idea what the fuck that was.
When you told me that, I was like, what?
Yeah. So apparently croup is, like, the swelling of your esophagus. Like, it happens for, like, younger kids. And when they cough, it sounds like a barking is what they described it as, or like a seal's sound. You know, like a sound that a seal made, like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sounded like that.
Wait,
like,
so
very
did he wake
deep.
up one day just like...
My mom, we were at the beach, actually. My mom said that he wasn't feeling well. And then when I came home, like, and the next morning, he was just coughing, and, like, when he was breathing, it was, like, very... It sounded
wheezy.
Like very wheezy, and, like, it was scaring me because it sounded like when I'm having, like, an asthma attack. And at the time, someone hacked into our account, so our phones were off because they bought a whole bunch of iPhones with our AT&T account. So our phones are off, and I'm, like, rushing to urgent care because I'm like, what's happening? And they're like, he has croup. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, he has what?
Literally. So, like, anytime I, like, talk to another mom, I'm like, okay, my kid had croup, just so you know that's a thing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah.
So now I'm spreading this knowledge to others.
Which is a good thing.
So whenever their kid has croup, you know what the fuck is going on.
But I think that's so cool, too, because actually my agent is pregnant again. Mm-hmm. And her baby now and her daughter they have a 10-year age gap. Mm-hmm. So she was actually texting me, I think it was, like, last month or so, and she was, like, asking me all these questions, like, so many questions, and I'm thinking, like, you know, of course she's been pregnant again, or pregnant before, and at the end of her asking me all these questions, she was like, I just feel like I'm pregnant in a completely different time than I was when I was pregnant 10 years ago. She was like, so much has changed, like, like, so much, honestly. And I think it's crazy because, like, even though she's done that before, she's, like, almost kind of nervous and was literally, like, when I tell you, it was, like, paragraphs and paragraphs of us going back and forth. I was, like, sending her all this information, like, everything. Yeah, about, like, breast pumps and, like, how to pump, when to pump, how to store your milk. And she's like, I forget. Like, I forgot how to do this. Yeah. I mean, 10 years is a long time.
Definitely.
So, I mean...
You're also a whole different person.
Completely. That's what she was saying, too. I think it's cool how, like, I was able to talk about something that, like, you know, of course she had done prior, but she really wanted to know more about what's new now. Like, did anything change? Like, what should I know? Like, which is great.
Literally every year shit changes. Like,
oh my
you know,
gosh,
you find out certain things about different companies. Like, don't use that. Like, Johnson & Johnson, stay the fuck away from that shit. Because, like, long-term effects are awful. A year from now, we're like, oh, water.
No,
can't drink it.
There's already been stuff about water.
Mm-hmm.
Well, was that this year or last year? I forget.
It probably
but, like,
was.
I remember getting texts about, like, the Philadelphia water supply or whatever, Delaware, some shit, something got, like, infected. I don't know. Like, the water, it was some weird stuff happening, and I was like, wait a minute, so, like, we can't use water? Like, that was scary. And, like, bro, there's just so many other things happening right now in the world. There's just so, like, I'm numb. I'm numb at this point.
But that's why I think it's also important to, like, know about this shit. Just because, like, sometimes you just want to be aware. Like, aliens, bitch. There's aliens, apparently.
Oh my god, bro.
But honestly, like, I don't know. I never thought that was, like, an outrageous thought. Like, I don't know.
No, I didn't either. I always thought to myself, like, okay, if we're on Earth in our own galaxy and there's, like, millions of trillions of other galaxies and, like, each of those galaxies has how many fucking planets on, like, how the fuck are we gonna sit here and say we're the only fucking people out here? Because there's no, or not even people, like, living things out here. There's no way. There is no way. And I always knew that there was other life somewhere out there. And now, them, like, coming here, though, I've seen so many, like, theories about it. And, like, of course, everybody has their own opinion. Mm-hmm. It's so funny we're talking about aliens right now.
I know, we're talking about alien conspiracy theories, but it's fine. But it's real because it's not conspiracy anymore. They confirmed it. So
that's what I'm saying. Gotcha. Just reading through comments though. Like I sit there and I'm like scrolling and like people are like, oh, it's like the government just trying to distract us from like the real shit going on. And then I see like TikToks like people talking about like they're coming here not because like they're trying to like harm us or like affect us anyway, but like they're coming here because they know something bad is happening to the planet and they're like trying to like figure out how to save it. Like it's like stuff like that, but like we don't.
What
know.
Are we in a movie?
No,
like
but
that's some movie shit.
That's what I'm saying.
We're here to save you.
I'm like, ow, my uterus hurts. I can't laugh. Oh my god. I don't know. Until I see one, I don't
want to see one. I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I'm terrified. Please don't.
Bro, listen.
E.T., stay home, bitch. Don't come over here. Home. Do not come this way.
Can we name that, like, for this podcast? Can that be the fucking title? E.T. stay the fuck home. Like, what the fuck are these bitches talking about? I thought this was a mom podcast. Now they talk about alien conspiracies.
No. That is actually hilarious. It has to be. Okay, print that shit. When I'm editing this, I'm probably cracking up right now.
No, literally.
I'm probably cracking up. I always am. I'm like, yo, what is going on?
No, I think it's really funny. I feel like, bro, I want to be there with you when you look, because I'm not. Like, you usually edit, well, usually you do edit the podcast, and like I feel like I want to hear the raw.
Oh my
clips.
god. I might as well just come here and just do it with you there.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, it's so funny. Honestly, like I kind of want to start like vlogging. I don't know why. Like I feel like just vlogging like our little times like we do have together, even if it's very short vlogs, just like some real life like shit, like, you know, like.
No, I'm down.
And like we were talking before, like maybe even having like other moms come out with us, like go to like, I don't know, the zoo or the aquarium, the park, you know, just like have us all go together as a group and, you know, maybe get like pizza or something, like, you know, just like spend time away from like our usual routine. Like I think it's really important to like spend time with people and like meet new people, and especially people who are all like the same, you know, realm as you, like
you can
other mothers.
Molly was just talking about that today. I was hanging out with my friend today, and she said, because her cousin was there, and she was like, she wanted to take her cousin out. The husband was like, oh yeah, I'll come too, and I'll bring the kids. And like, they're like, no, this was just supposed to be us. How am I gonna talk to my cousin and you about my vagina feeling like it's gonna fall out? Like, I can't do that with you. I want to, like, hello, like, that makes sense. You know, talking about vaginas.
Yeah.
would be great.
And whatnot.
Vaginas and whatnot.
Yeah.
Y'all know the vibe. Okay.
I guess I do.
I don't fucking know. I just be talking.
Oh my god. That's so funny. No, but I definitely want to do that. Like, I definitely want to go out, like, without the kids, to be honest. Like,
yes,
you know, mommy's night out. Like,
we were supposed to go out tonight, but, you know.
I know.
Funds
are low, but it's fine. We will
you
find
were like,
more events.
I would text you.
Yeah.
I was like, listen. And you were like, girl, me too.
No, literally, because I did RSVP for this thing. So basically, last time that me and Rachel went out, like, for the first time since
all
I've
of our
known
6 years of being
yeah,
friends.
6 years of being friends, we went out at just us two to this place called Blind Barber in Philadelphia. It is so cool. I suggest you go there if you ever, you know, are in Philly or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's like a barber shop up front. You go to the back and there's like a full-on bar. You go upstairs. There's like a DJ. There's another bar. Like, there's a lot of fucking people there. It's just like a very nice vibe.
A single espresso martini when you're really drunk, you know.
Oh my, dude, the espresso martinis were strong as fuck.
So I don't know. God. They were putting crack in them drugs.
Bro, but they were good.
No, they were sweet.
Were so
I
good.
always, if it's not sweet, I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, but we went out and we met this girl in the bathroom and she walks in.
Bro. I could tell. I was like, oh, you're different.
Yeah, no, she's definitely different. She walks in, she goes, do you like to party? And I was like, yeah. And she shows me a weed brownie. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I like to party.
I was sitting there like, oh
yeah,
Lord.
And I eat the brownie. And then she's like, do you like to really party? And she pulls out Coke. I said, oh, no, not like that. I said, but thank you.
I watched that whole thing going on and I was just standing there. I had nothing to say. I was just like no.
But she was a vibe. And,
no, yeah, definitely.
But she's a promoter, so we got her Instagram, and today she was actually throwing a party, and it was, I'm so sad that we didn't go, but it was Usher versus Chris Brown, like, music, and, like, the DJ was going to be playing Usher and Chris Brown the entire night, and honestly, that just sounds like everything I would ever want to ever happen.
No, literally.
So I'm kind of sad we're not there, but, you know, we're here.
I'm sure there's going to be something like that again. So,
yeah, I'm sure she'll be doing that more and more, so.
Yeah. Well, I hope everybody there is having a great-ass time, because I'm sure they are.
Please.
That dance floor was really nice, and the DJ last time was great.
He was great. I got his Instagram, too, because I'm like, if he goes anywhere else that's lit, like, we're definitely there.
No, for sure.
He was putting on every good song.
Yes.
Like,
every song that I would want to dance to came on, so that's,
definitely a vibe. Definitely a good time to have out, and I would love to do that with more moms, bro, because it's like,
bruh, imagine
you're just so free. You're just out here
literally
drunk off a fucking martini, and you're like just dancing your ass off, and like motherfuckers try to dance with you, and you're like, let me go dance with my girls because that'll definitely happen.
No, it did. Remember that the bull? There was this guy literally dancing like by himself at the front of the dance floor, like by the DJ.
Yeah,
and he was just in his bag, like by himself,
bro. He's going
and
crazy.
Then Johnny, you got up in there for a second, and then he tried with me. I was like, nope,
no,
I'm gonna go dance with my girl.
You know, we were doing like, he put on some Spanish music, so you know I'm doing that bachata, like, you know, I'm just dancing, whatever.
Yeah.
And he starts getting low and shit. I said, oh, what the fuck? And then he started trying to dance with Rachel, and she's like, oh, and she starts dancing with me.
Literally,
that's what you gotta do. You gotta weave your way out, because what the fuck? I ain't coming for you, bitch.
Yeah. No, not at all. Not at all.
It's definitely a time. And it's definitely just like, I'm like, I just want to build memories and just do more things and...
Yeah, have more mom friends.
Yeah, and just like, just live life.
Literally.
That's all I want to do right now. Like, just live my life. Yeah. Live it for me. Live it for my son. You know, take life for what it is and just do the damn thing. Because, you know, life be lifing, as we said.
I was literally going to say that. I was waiting. I was like...
Because life be lifing, and sometimes you just gotta life.
Yeah. Okay, either we make the podcast name Life Be Lifing, or fucking, what was it?
E.T. Stay Home.
It'll be one of the two. Y'all will find out.
Yeah, definitely needed this.
Yeah, I miss this a lot.
Definitely need to do this more.
Yeah.
And the messages we get from people, like, even, like, it was a while after we posted the last time that someone reached out and was like, yo, you had me cracking up in my kitchen. Like, you know, like, people, like, who just hear about us, like, listen to, like, every episode. They're like, when's the next one? Like, I mean, we don't do this for any type of validation or anything. It's mostly, I think, for us. But I think it's also for the enjoyment of other people who also live, you know, similar lives to us. Even though it's, like, different situations. You know, we all mommies in this bitch.
Literally. We all share that same life in a way.
Yeah, it's low-key, like, a bond that, like, it's just, like, no man will literally ever understand. Like, you know, no person who's never been through this experience will ever really understand how different life really is once you have a child. Like, every little thing really, you know, sticks to you. And every little thought is, like, it holds weight.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, when you're stressed about shit, like, you just feel like you have the fucking world on your shoulders, because it's, like, not only am I only taking care of me, but, like, I have another little human being that I brought into this world that, like, I also have to, like, be that, like...
They completely depend on me.
Yeah.
Like, it's all on me. Yeah.
You are their rock, like, you are their roots, like, you are everything that they know right now, so...
Right.
It's a lot being a parent.
It definitely is. Yeah, and I think we should all give ourselves, like, patience and
a round of a fucking applause.
Yes.
Like, honestly.
Yes.
Because that's just not easy. Because it's not only are you raising a child, but, like, you're also low-key raising yourself at the same time, like, re-raising yourself, like, redoing a lot of shit that you learned.
Right. Healing.
You know, a lot of healing.
Past trauma. Like, and then it's like, you're like, okay, it's not just me anymore. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely feel that. I feel like I'm personally, like, definitely in, like, my healing era. Mm-hmm. And, like, doing that as, like, you know, along with being a mom at the same time. Like, in a way, I'll be honest, I feel like becoming a mom during this time of my life definitely kind of helped me. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, okay, like, I have actual purpose, and no amount of trauma right now that I have on my back is going to make me feel otherwise, because this baby needs me. You know what I mean? So, like feeling that I have, like, that much purpose, like, you know, as a mother and for my daughter, like, I feel like I can have that in every area of my life. Mm-hmm.
Like we were saying, like, being a mom is a lot, and I think people are just too critical on themselves, or, like, expect too much from themselves, but, like, just understand that you showing up, you doing what you do, you consistently being there as a parent and, like, as yourself, is more than enough than we even understand as, like, human beings. Like, just being there as that type of, you know, you are a child's parent, you are their mother, like, that is a bond, that is connection that, like, is so meaningful in life itself. So, like, I feel like, you know, like, the mom shaming or, like, the mom guilt or anything like that, just, like, at the end of the day, like, you are the superstar. You are everything.
The superhero.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, it's always, like, I feel like mom always comes, saves the day. Mm-hmm. Definitely. So.
Even when mom can't save the day, mom is there stressing, trying to figure out how she does save the fucking day.
No, exactly.
Mom is doing everything in her fucking power to figure out how she saves the day.
Exactly. It's something that never leaves your mind, and, you know, it really does alter your brain. Like, and I know it definitely does, like, scientifically, but, like, you know, you really feel that change, like, as soon as you have a child. So
it changes life.
Completely, like, flips it around, like, because it's just, everything is about them now. Like, I know for me, like, it like I said, it pushes me, because I'm like, okay, I gotta move. Like, I gotta go. I feel like I haven't updated you guys on, like, our babies' ages. Like, do they even know? Do you guys even know how old our children are?
No, they definitely don't.
Like, Callie just turned 18 months a couple days ago.
Yeah, and Romeo he's about to be 3 in, like, a little bit over a month.
That is insane, girl.
Oh my god.
You have a 3-year-old. Like, what? Like, where did the time go?
I don't even know. And, like, that's the thing too. Every single day, I'm not gonna lie to you, I, like, wake up and I'm like, I'm a parent. Like, and it's been happening every single day.
For
like,
the past 3 years.
For the past 3 years, I'm like, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, I saw a video today my mom showed me of me right before I actually gave birth. I was in my doctor's office.
Yeah.
The video's on my belly, and I'm like, is that mine? I'm like, what the heck?
It's like at this point you barely remember.
I really don't like,
Yeah.
but when I think back to like the pain and like the shit that I went through, like even afterwards, I'm like, I probably won't have children for a very long time, or even if at all.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot. But, you know, who knows? Life be lifing.
Life be lifing, okay?
So you never know.
But, yeah, I feel like we definitely have a lot to look forward to now that we back.
And we back.
I know for sure we are going to be updating our... What it's like... Is it called like a cover photo? Like, I don't know. Like, what is it? It's like
I guess it is.
It's like a... Y'all know what we're talking about. A little picture you guys see of us.
Yeah.
We took that back in like last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time for an update for sure. And you know, with us, I feel like we're always gonna make something that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do more vlog type shit.
Yeah.
And just real life type stuff, because like I want people to like know like we're like people, like we're just regular people who also you know who also do cool things. I'm not gonna lie, we definitely do different things, and like, you know, other people that we might know or you might know.
Yeah,
like
Johnny was out here last night doing her thing in the studio with Keenan, like making a whole production. Yeah,
I don't even think since the last like I think maybe
Did you mention it?
I think I started doing it probably the last podcast, but I started directing videos, and recently I got into actually camera operating. And I also like started doing like more photography, just like capturing more moments in life itself. So like I want to definitely start sharing that and definitely start doing that for this podcast as well, along with my own life. And, you know, just putting my shit out there, bro, because like I don't know, I just everything that's happened, especially within the past couple months, I'm just like, I'm just going to live my life. I'm going to share that with people, because that's I consider that entertainment. I like it. If no one else watches it.
Right. You capture amazing moments, though. Like, you do it for your pleasure. Like, for your happiness. It's not, like, you know, for anybody else.
Yeah.
So I think that's what makes it special.
Yeah.
So.
I do it for literally myself. If no one else watches it, it doesn't matter, because I probably watched it 50 fucking times.
No,
so
exactly.
if for anyone, it's for me. And that's what life is about. So, fuck, if other people want to enjoy it too, that's great.
Yeah.
But... you know, I'm doing this for me, and I think we're also doing this for us. If, like we said, if other people want to enjoy it and, you know, be there, then that's fucking amazing. Like, cool. Like, that's actually really cool, because, you know, that's I don't know, every person that listens or, like, reaches, that's so special.
It really is.
That's so special to me, because it's like, you don't have to do that.
Not
you literally do not have to care.
Not at all. I just feel like that means that, like, in a way, a true connection was made, or at least like a sense of it, because like you said, to reach out is like, wow, like you took the time, you know.
You really didn't have to do that. Like, it really does mean a lot. Yeah. And so, you know, it's just that much more of a like encouragement to still show up and do this, even after spending so much time away, like to still be like, you know, we still have like, this hasn't left my mind, and probably hasn't left yours either, like recording and like putting shit out, like it's still been there. It's not like we're like, oh, like, we tried. Like,
no, not at all.
Like,
Bro, like I said, like, earlier in the beginning, like, how sometimes, like, you have all this stuff on your mind, and this is obviously, like, one of them, but, like, it just, time goes by so fast, and all of a sudden you're like, shit, it's been 5 months. Yeah. I want to do all these things, but it just, sometimes things get in the way, and that's just literally just what it's all about. Yeah. But, like, you know, I feel like once you get back into like a good headspace, or like just a good space around you, you're able to like slowly start picking up those things again. You just gotta keep going, keep trying, and you're going to fall off the track sometimes, but it's about getting back on whenever, you know, you feel like you're ready, or maybe sometimes you even have to push yourself a little bit, because sometimes we need that. Yeah. And honestly, like, I appreciate like you reaching out to me to say like, yo, like, let's record soon, like, or even like me reaching out to you, like, it's like we both know we're like on the same page, like, this is a priority in our lives, like, so. And then also we both know that we go through like our own things in life, and I feel like it's good to like let those things happen, you know, just so like we're able to like handle things and deal with things in our own way, and then come back to this. So, yeah, because shit, we have no problem texting each other, like, yo, I know we plan to do this today. No, literally. But I am going through it. That's happened so many times. It's happened several times. And, like, it's never, like, either one of us is, like, upset. It's, like,
I get it. Honestly,
Right.
I probably need the time too. So
No,
I'm going to
literally.
take this time to myself as well. Like,
yeah, I'm never like, oh my God, like, I wanted to record. Like, I was just like, okay.
Even if, like, we've gotten here and, you know, Callie's crying and, like, we literally, like, she just won't calm down and we can't record. It's like...
There's probably so much...
what it is.
So much footage of us, like, literally just trying to handle the babies.
Trying to calm them down and, like, it's just not working. And we're just like, well...
And we just kind of...
That's the end.
Like, we're like, okay, this is not... We both know it's not going to work. So, yeah. Like, it happened with Molly. We wanted to record the podcast with her, and we just literally couldn't.
Yeah.
It was hard. It was really hard that night. But, you know.
It is what it is.
It is
like,
what it is,
what the
for
fuck
sure.
can you do? Like, it's like, we're also, like, we just understand, like,
we understand.
This is the situation.
She understood. Like, she had no problem.
Yeah.
She was just like, it's fine. Like,
shit, we drank drinks.
Well, no, we did. We had a good time. We just spent time with the babies. Like, she had a night away from her baby.
Yeah.
We just it was chilling.
Drank some stuff,
literally,
had conversation.
Yeah. Like, there was no rush, which I always appreciate. Like, I never liked that feeling of, like, trying, like, being rushed or, like, trying to get something out because I'm, like, I don't know, it just makes me feel like, I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm not doing this for me. Like, I feel like
it's
I'm
more
doing
of a chore.
No, exactly. So, like, when I'm able to, like, take my time and, like, slowly lead into it, I'm like, okay, I like this. Like, this is what it...
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I definitely want to, like, bring the drinks back. Like, I definitely want to,
Yes, tonight we don't have a drink.
I know.
But that's okay. It's
sad,
fine.
It's okay. We'll have a drink. Even if it's cheap wine next time, who gives a fuck?
I'll still get drunk.
Who cares? Man. We're gonna do it up.
Literally.
And y'all gonna drink some too, the fuck.
Right.
You better be.
Like when we cheers, you should be cheersing with us.
Please.
I think that's what should always happen.
Yeah. Every time you're, like, ready to put on an episode, just make sure you pour up first.
Always.
I think that's probably the end of this episode. We thank you guys for listening, and we are back, so be prepared to see several clips and videos on our Instagram, our TikTok. Be prepared to see our faces again on the Instagram and TikTok, and our babies. We will be showing them off, because, you know, they're cute and all.
They're cute and all, you know.
Who doesn't love to see the babies? But yeah, we honestly do appreciate every single one of you that's coming back to listen to us even after it's been so much time. That means a lot. And
for sure. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. And we just honestly can't wait to come here and talk to you guys again and to each other.
Yeah. Always. Always,
each other.
Girl.
So, good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. It is 12:50 a.m.
But this is probably one of the earliest times that we finished.
Honestly.
We used to be going till like 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
Yeah, but we made it work.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It did what it had to do. Our camera died. It's whatever.
Always. Always.
Always. No, it is always dying.
Literally.
It is always dying.
Yeah.
And then the batteries in the car.
It's okay.
We'll get it right next time.
This is just us. This is just what happens. It's okay.
It's life.
It's life be lifing.
Fuck, now does it have to be the...
No, I know. I don't know now. We'll figure it out.
Title. Alright. Love y'all.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye. Yay.